What's up, you guys? Hey, it's your girl Tierney. I'm back for just a little bit. Just a little bit. I was hanging over there with Drip Nation, but then he had a whole lot of homosexuals on his panel. And we all know that when a homosexual is on the panel, no woman is going to be able to speak, get her point across. She's not going to be able to get understood. And I just couldn't do that energy. I don't hang around homosexuals. But what I do hang around is people that like the truth. Okay, I seen a video. Actually, I seen a clip of a video that I like and I wanted to address. I seen a clip of a video that I like and I wanted to address. This is a man's perspective. And they are talking about a lot. They're talking about They're talking about God. They're talking about love, marriage, women going through things, what men go through, etc., etc., etc. And having young sons. My oldest is 6. Then I have a 4-year-old, and then I have a 4-year-old stepson. It's pretty important to hear their point of view. It's pretty important to see where they're coming from, right? Because we understand where we come from as women, but do we really understand where men come from? And honestly, men don't understand where we come from as women. They think the only thing that matters is coochie. Like, what we talking about? What we talking about? Okay? But I wanted to go over this video. I just wanted to watch this video a little bit. For everyone that's here, like the channel. I mean, like the thing, all that other stuff. It's just some money. Okay? Let's go. So this was something called the Den of Kings. And it has a couple of people in it. Let me put that down. Let me put this down. There we go. If my computer starts freezing, I'm going to say fucking I'm going to leave. I'm just letting you guys know. I'm not going to sit here and play with this damn computer. I'm not going to do it today. Okay? Let's see. Okay. So again, this is called Den of Kings. And I'm interested to hear what they have to say. All right. I am very interested to hear what they have to say. Let's see.
Don't you cry.
But at the same token, we so far away from how we originally were supposed to bring up black men that we
exactly.
A lot of black men don't know.
And they don't know.
Share more with that as a young man with that perspective.
When you walk up to, and I don't call no YNs, but when I walk up to a young king, it's always black man, good brother, young king. I love you, man. Respect. And I've seen, man, and most times when I'm through the airport and somebody stop me and say something, I embrace them. And they'll say, brother, thank you. Because usually, Kurt, it disarmed them from having to armor up. Because usually...
Now, I'm going to be honest. I'm kind of confused. There's a whole lot of hypocrites on this panel. And I'm sorry. I want to hear you. Ray J, for one. We all know the weird things Ray J been doing. Hopping in the shower with Costa, not talk about he want to take a shower with other men. And Jonathan Mayers is married to a beautiful woman now, but then he was playing with snow bunnies. NLE was doing satanic music videos, and Kev on stage looked like he's trying to get into this world. I don't know who Jay Barnett is, but it's kind of hard listening to people talk, and then they go home and speak to their manager and try to do some type of deal that's compromising to their masculinity or their God. This is just, it seems like it's a red table talk of a whole bunch of hypocrites.
When brothers go into any space, we're armored up.
Tell me about this war, NL.
Man, it's a war. I mean, we all aware of the war. We all aware of the war. Every day we wake up. You know what I'm saying?
Define it for me. Just somebody who's older, I would love to know.
You know what the war is, Kirk. Because you have compromised yourself just to get on television. You've compromised the things that you have done so many times as well. You know what the war is. It's spiritual. It's mental. The war is against you individually. And I mean everybody, but individually. Y'all know what the war is.
In detail, from your perspective, it's because your life is so much more different than mine. I would love to learn.
Is it the war?
How? How is his life so much different than yours when both of you guys are trying to please the same masters?
Or to kill black masculinity? Is that what it is?
Mr. War.
You're killing black masculinity with this damn.
I would love to learn.
Is it the war to kill?
With the scarf on your neck. You're playing into it. This is what's so confusing about this.
Kill black masculinity? Is that what it is?
Mr. War. Toward a black man, black masculinity. But a lot of people got to understand black man also have feminine too. Feminine on the fifth dimensional level with receiving, stillness, trust, just allowing things to happen and flow within a life.
Then stop giving your power to the white man. Stop telling the white man that I'll do what you want so I can walk away with a couple of thousands of dollars. Even a couple of mil. You're sacrificing yourself, but yet you're saying that there is a war against us. Then don't play into the war. Don't be a player.
It's just, the balance. We're unbalanced. As black men, we want to always do. That's the masculine.
You're unbalanced because you keep trying to play with the other race. Black men, I love y'all, and y'all are all I know. But y'all are a lot of hypocrites. I just seen this video earlier of a baby mama. Well, this is the title. Baby mama walks in on her baby daddy getting head from another man. And you guys want to act like that shit don't exist. See, y'all think that the war is on black men. If you ask me, the war is on black women. Because we're losing our black men in the streets. We're losing our black men to other races. We're losing our black men to themselves. We're the ones that's hurting, especially when we lose our children. Y'all turn us crazy. Y'all don't even understand. And it really starts with our dad. It starts with you having kids. And then you're literally saying, oh, she can take care of it and she'll be all right. You're the reason that this war is the way that it is. Because you have decided to depart from your people.
Feminine, not this. Feminine is receiving, stillness, trust, faith. Masculine is just the power and the act of doing. Once we start to create balance in that area, that's when black men, we become more polished. But the war is that...
Wait, totally agree. When you guys stop saying stuff, oh, that's not masculine. That's not masculine. It is masculine to know to hold your tongue. It is masculine to speak in a nurturing tone. Masculinity doesn't come with beating your chest and thinking you know everything. Masculinity it comes with being humble. Humble.
Information like that is not groomed to us from yay high. You know what I'm saying? Even
that's
good. And brother, I don't even want it to be a misconception like I'm not understanding what you went through. I don't want you to feel in no way, shape, form disrespected.
No, I don't.
And I feel like everyone on this table is the utmost love.
Job, King.
Understood.
Yeah.
But man, one thing that I started to learn and I never understood why in science this stuck with me so much. It's the energy cannot die, can only be transferred. Now that's my perspective, right? Mm-hmm. I'm not saying that's how you should apply it to your life, but I can say, man, my grandfather died of cancer when I was like 8 or 9 years old. It scarred me to a point to where I used to be scared to go to sleep. I didn't even understand what cancer was. I thought I was...
Now, his granddad died of cancer. I don't know if cancer is destined for the next generation or if it's preventable. But how many times have black people told each other that eating pork is bad? How many times have we told each other that eating shrimp and catfish is not good and meant for the body? Drinking all that pork juice. Y'all put soda. Y'all put this cancer in your body. It's our fault. Look, you can give whatever you want to me on a platter. Do I have to take it? And once I take it, whose fault is it? Now, it's one thing to give me something and deceive me with it. Oh, this isn't pork, this is beef. But it's one thing with someone else saying, this is pork, and I still eat it. I give myself that cancer. Then I'm causing my grandson, NLE, to not have a grandfather because I did what the fuck I wanted to do. Smoking cigarettes, doing drugs. You guys do things to yourself and then expect for nothing to happen afterwards. Everything is a ripple effect. Everything is a ripple effect. The moment I become a mother is the moment you become a dad, you become a sister, you become a brother, an aunt, an uncle, a grandmother, a grandfather. Everything is a ripple effect. If I pick a leaf off of a tree, there's one tree less that when all the leaves fall on the ground that I have to rake up. Everything is a ripple effect. Don't think in being selfish and it's all about you, because it's not.
I'm gonna go to sleep and just die in my sleep. I saw my grandfather dead at 8, 9. That was my first dead body. Just recently, I fast forward and jumped from that. Just recently, my other grandfather passed. But the connection, the reason why I say energy can't be directed, only be transferred, I'm gonna break down the story. When my grandfather passed, I'm usually able to meditate and connect with anyone on the other side, and I'm able to receive from other realms. Yes, sir. The living. I'm able to receive. Once I went to sleep that night, I had a dream. My dream was my grandfather knew I love guns. My dream was he was at his home, and then the room I used to stay in as a little boy, he took me into the home, lifted from under the bed, pulled out a briefcase, and the dream ended. I was overseas. I was catching a flight when he died. Same thing you said. My mother was crying loudly on the aircraft. We was on the way to Europe. My mother was screaming. Flight attendants had to wear me because I had earphones on. I had to cater to my mother in the middle of a flight because her father just died, right? I went to sleep that night. I had a dream. Once I got back to Memphis, the first place I went to was my grandfather's house to greet my grieving grandmother. But I also go straight to that room in that dream. In that dream, when I lifted up the bed and I pulled out the same briefcase I saw in the dream that he sent me, I opened it up, and that's why I found all his hunting rifles. So when I say energy does not die, it can only be transferred. How did I get that dream? How did I know it was guns under their bed if I never knew it was guns under the bed?
Mm-hmm.
So now, Ray J, when you...
Now, I believe in dreams 100%. And I don't know if Kirk actually cut him off like that and moved on, or if he actually said something, addressed it. But when y'all have dreams, y'all should ask and seek God and ask for understanding, because dreams are something special. Dreams are something special.
Hear these stories about how people can cope through what they go through. What has been the most beautiful lesson?
Let me say this. My most recent 2 children were in a dream. My 1.5-year-old, before I even met my husband, I had a dream. And I had this pretty young black girl, baby, looking in the mirror, looking in the window, smiling at me with 2 big old puffs on her head. 3 months later, I met my husband. And a month later, I met my husband. 2 months later, we found out we were pregnant. Then after I had her, I had a dream. I had another dream that I'm sitting on a bench and my angel was sitting next to me. And she said, you know, you got to have another one, right? And I looked and I said, but I just had this one. And I looked over and I see my other daughter in a car seat. And I looked back at my angel and she said, And I woke up. Lo and behold, both of my husband and I was horny as hell. Super horny. We just started sex. Find out a month later, we're pregnant. Man, y'all better take heed to dreams, because that's the spiritual realm talking to you.
That has been given to you on how to survive, being famous, being a celebrity, being in the public, having to deal with the scrutiny and all those things. What has been the thing that has kept you together so that you were able to just stand strong as a young black man? Nothing has kept Ray J strong. Ray J is weak. Ray J is out there with Casanat doing streams with children, making inappropriate suggestions.
Nothing has kept it. You cannot play on the devil's playground and then expect God to keep you strong. Y'all better wake up. You have to get out. If you don't get out, you're still in. And on Judgment Day, the Lord is going to ask you, why didn't you choose me? Why didn't you walk away? Didn't Jesus tell the rich man to give away all his riches? All these men at this table are trying to keep their riches. That is not how it works. You cannot serve two masters.
First off, I want to say to NLE, like, I fuck with you, and I appreciate you really genuinely trying to, like, make sure you say what you feel and from your experiences, and also put out this word where it can help people, because a lot of people listening. And I respect that. I do, man. But, like, and when I was 22, bro, nobody could tell me nothing. 22, 23, 24, 34, 36, right? It's all different. 42, 40, right? It's different. But in his situation, he's right there. And that's where it's at. So it don't matter what we say about the years that we put in after, and what happens to the years after that is a little bit different, and it gets a little trickier, right? But when I was 22, when I'm 22, that's all you can tell me. And the OGs, they used to tell me shit, and I'd be like, for sure, OG, much respect. All right, cool. That nigga don't know what he's talking about in my mind, and walk away, right? You know what I'm saying? Right. But I always show
all did.
You know what I'm saying? You be like, for sure. He like, and I'm telling you, man. And you're like, all right, man. All right, OG, all right. And you like, you don't know what you're talking about, because I know what I'm talking about, right? But 22 and 32 is different, and 42 is different.
Mm-hmm. And that's what us women be saying to y'all men that want to say, I want a young girl. She don't know what the fuck she doing. She don't know anything. You want to get with a young girl? She don't know nothing. It's a difference, baby girl, between 25 and 35. I'm 36. It's a difference between 36 and 46. There's a difference. So you guys definitely make sure that you are equally yoked to the people that you are with. Don't go for something young, and then don't expect your children. Let me tell y'all something. Please don't expect your young children to understand where you're coming from, because they won't. Just like Ray J just said, you can tell a child something, but a child knows what they know at that moment. At that moment. And when I hear some of these mothers getting upset with their kids or their daughters, oh, I had to kick her out because she did shit. But you have to understand, she is at that age where she knows what she knows at that point. He's at that age where he knows what he knows at that point. You cannot expect a 14-year-old to be on the mentality of a 27-year-old. That doesn't make any sense. Or even a 20-year-old. Take people for what they are at that time, at that moment, and see how you can maneuver with it. If you can't, then you got to move around.
And the way you going is like, if you keep your head on straight like that, and know that at any time.
Mr. Watson, thank you, Joshua. Josh said, hey, Terry, listening while I'm on the way home from work. Love you, Mr. Watson, man. I've been busy. I ain't been here, but when I can, I am. Okay. And what's up? We on lock. What's up? We on lock.
Everything could change like in 1 second.
It's already done. It's done it multiple times. Yes, sir.
Meaning what?
It's done. It's changed multiple times.
But what I'm saying is, no, it is, but it hasn't changed. Like, you don't understand it yet. You don't understand.
I don't understand what yet.
What 32 looks like.
Yeah, I do not. You're right.
What 42 looks like. But there's no but to it.
No, it is a but.
No, it's not.
The way that you looked at the OGs and you said you don't know what you're talking about, the same way I look at the OGs and I receive what I can, and I take it with a grain of salt and apply what I can't. I apply what I can and I leave what I can't. You feel me?
But so are you eager to listen tonight?
Have I not?
I don't think so. Not yet.
It's all good. If you don't think I listen, then I know I'm listening though. I listen to this brother's story and I relate.
Y'all know sometimes when y'all get old, y'all start hating on the youth. Anthony ain't said nothing wrong. He's been so humble. But Ray J is looking at him like, oh, this nigga think he all that. That's how Ray J, you need to humble yourself. And you need to understand as a 40-something-year-old man that sometimes y'all do feel some type of way about the younger generation. You need to make sure that you need to control yourself. There's going to always be someone younger and way more attractive than you. But you got to know who you are. You sound like you're hating, Ray J. Just saying, my guy.
I relate. Listen to this brother's story. I relate. He said he overdosed. And nobody talk about time when I drove into a tree, to a light pole trying to, wow. I got my own instances too. I'm just, I'm a little bit too, probably it looks as if I'm trying to keep it hidden. But if I put it on the front line and I just go step by step, day by day, y'all will say, damn, you went through all of that.
Shit, it could be a 13-year-old girl that know more than me because she might been through so much more. She might have a different understanding. I couldn't compare my life to a 13-year-old girl that's probably been through something with other men that maybe got kicked out of her house with her mom. She had to raise her young kids. There's probably young, and this is the thing with Christ, with Jesus. When Jesus went to the church and his parents couldn't find him for days, even though I would have whooped his black ass. You got me fucked up. I don't know who. I know you got me fucked up, Jesus. But when they found him and they said, you got me fucked up, he was just like, I'm doing my Father's work. Christ knew more than his parents. Did he not? Jesus knew more than his parents. There were things that Jesus could teach his parents. Now, I'm not saying that he was better than his parents. No, of course, his parents have been through stuff as well. But there's things they could learn from the young generation. And right now, Ray J is acting like he can't learn anything from NLE and that NLE is supposed to be kissing his ass. I feel like sometimes I see that with the older men. Y'all be treating the young generation like that. Don't do that. Appreciate where that person is at that moment. They can't receive what God hasn't put them through yet.
By 22, that's why I'm so far ahead, because I've already lived enough and I've learned. See,
so you feel like you feel like you're far ahead. How far do you feel like you're ahead?
I feel I'm far enough ahead to have a conversation with y'all, because I bet if y'all bring another 22-year-old, he won't be able to talk like this.
This is true.
You feel me? I feel mature.
Talk like what?
Talk and know what
you sound, but you sound intelligent and you sound like you mean well, but you just have no clue of what this thing is.
What the thing is?
The thing is time.
No. I want to hear him. Time, right? Time.
No shit, you an old motherfucker. You probably wish that you was as intelligent as NLE is at the age of 22. That's what I'm saying, man. You are hating on this young man. You feel some type of way that this young man is where he is at this moment, and you wasn't.
Time.
This is what puts us back, black people. This is what puts us back. Ray J got, and look at old dude in the with the yellow scarf. He looking at him like, hold on, bro, you tripping. You tripping. Ray J looked like a hater. Y'all gotta ask the Lord for the spirit of discernment. Man.
Time.
Within time, what do you feel is going to be revealed within time that I'm not already understanding?
All right, so
I'm listening.
Yeah, and I think what Ray J is really saying. Arthur C. Brooks talk about crystallized knowledge and fluid knowledge.
Yes, sir.
And crystal knowledge is what we've acquired with age and with time.
Yes, sir.
And I would see which honor and respect yours is fluid. And what he's saying is there's so much more to be revealed. And because you're at that position, you're going to learn it. So I don't think he's not saying that you're not. What he's saying is that as you stay on the path, you will continue to receive more and more.
But we have to debate. We have to have a debate, because if we don't debate,
you don't have to debate. You don't have to sit here and disagree and argue. No, you don't. That's the toxic shit that I don't like, that I walked away from and I'm never going back to. You don't have to argue. If you guys are on agreement, what's wrong? Why do you have to argue with this young man? Now you're going to try to discourage him and try to put him down. How many of y'all men have gone through that? Where an older man has tried to discourage you and put you down, but really you didn't even realize this because he was jealous of your path.
then
That is true.
there's
That's
no
good.
point to be here.
My thing is, my
I've
maturity
listened to
didn't come
everybody.
from age. It just came from learning where I messed up at. That's what I'm saying. Is that not where maturity come from? Does it come? Tell me, does it come with age or does it come?
Right, because I could live a great life until I'm 30, and then my grandparent died. Now I'm learning what Young Chopper learned at the age of 20. Okay, then at 30, now I'm about to be a celebrity by 36. Well, Young Chopper is already understanding the game at the age of 22 with that. Like, come on, man. Everybody needs to humble themselves. Humble yourself. Humble yourself. This title, Den of Kings, Ray J is not there. Because you are an old ass, don't make you a king. Where's your wisdom at?
With learning and breaking the cycles that you're supposed to.
That's a good question.
Is that not?
No, I'm gonna answer you. I think it's a combination of things, right? So you grew up in Memphis, right? A lot of violence from what you were saying, right? So you've seen a lot of things that a lot of people haven't seen.
Exactly.
Right? So that's a lot of experience, right?
Yes.
But I'm 42, Kirk 55. There's certain things that I'm gonna give you a silly example. Well, I'm gonna give you a silly example. Have you heard of Labubus?
Labubus?
Yeah, the little.
That's where the 22 come in at. No.
Okay, so Labubu, no, it's happening now. Labubus are little like stuffed animals, and my niece is like 9. It is the biggest thing in her world.
Yes.
She's never seen nothing else. She's like, oh, I gotta have a Labubu. We gotta stand in line for 2 hours for a Labubu. And me and my wife and sister, and that's a difference. So Labubus for her is the biggest thing in the world, and it's really just a stuffed animal.
Yes, sir.
So to her, this is the first time she's seen it. It's on TV, it's on the news. At 42, I realized Labubu ain't nothing but Pokemon cards,
Yes, sir.
Beanie Babies,
Okay.
Tickle Me Elmo,
Okay.
Pet Rocks, Game Boys, whatever.
What's the point?
I'm gonna get to the point. The point is, when you were hearing Labubus, you think, oh my God,
Okay.
this is crazy. I've never seen anything else like that because it's your first experience. This is her. When you're my age, you're like, this is 6th, 7th time I've seen this, but everybody who's experienced it for the first time, I remember what it was like when I was like, I gotta have a Tamagotchi. No, the world is Tamagotchi. I gotta have this. Mommy, please. And now I've seen that happen once every 2 or 3 years. So that at 9 or at 22, you can only know that revolution's only happened one time.
Okay.
Okay. So acknowledge what he knows at that time. I've just never been a hater. I think that's what it is. I think it's because I've never been a hater that I'm not going to look at nobody and be like, let's keep
2 or 3 times. But when you're 42 or 55, you have literally, like Ray J said, you have actual time. There's experience where you have experiences, and then there's experience where you've experienced things over time.
Your daughter does that?
My niece.
Your niece.
Yeah.
My daughter does that with me. So
Yeah.
it's the same thing. At 22, I used to love SpongeBob as a kid.
Right.
It came back into fruition.
Let me jump in real quick, guys.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, let me jump in real quick. Go. No, finish. No, finish. Go ahead, King. Finish. Yes, sir.
Ray J.
Yeah, thank you. Whew. I've been trying to say something. Goddamn. No,
Go ahead,
I'm
King.
just saying. And Ali is and he's smart as fuck, and he's his own. You carved out your own way, so you understand.
see that.
You understand by being your own boss. So nobody can really tell you nothing.
No, that's not
No.
true.
why are you comparing him to you? Just because you was old and stubborn, don't make this young man old and stubborn. And I think I'm gonna go back and show y'all. Let me show y'all now. Let me show y'all why Ray J is saying that can't nobody tell him nothing. I actually seen this, and I actually agreed with NLE. Young Chopper, whatever the boy name is. I actually agreed with him. Because people, especially Christians, and people really get fed up with Christians because they are a bad representation of Christ. They're a bad representation of what it really means to worship the Lord. Oh Lord, my son watching all this stuff. You don't watch like 50 videos. Okay, let me show you guys this right quick.
The individual who can recite scripture, which everybody who does, they pick up a Bible. You start hearing papers.
Exactly where he put it.
It's a thing where People praise the Son more than they praise the Father.
Let me go back.
AKA Jonathan Majors ruins what he's saying. Just check this out.
Christianity. It's a thing where
He said in Christianity, it's a thing where
people praise the Son more than they praise the Father. And that's what I don't like.
Okay.
and I totally agree. People praise Jesus more than they praise the Father. See, Christ said, I am the way, the truth, and the light. And any man that wants to get to my Father has to go through me. Christ said, they call no man good. Do not call me good, for no man is good but my Father. But see, you have a lot of Christians saying, we praise Jesus, we praise Jesus, we praise Jesus, forgetting who is the ultimate goal. It is the Father. People are so stuck on Jesus forgives, Jesus died for our sins, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. But you are forgetting that God said. Christ didn't say anything in confusion, but a lot of Christians take it as I can sin because Jesus died for every sin that I'm going to commit. That's a damn lie. Jesus was the sacrifice at that moment. At that moment. And when he sacrificed himself, he became the gateway to the Father instead of direct contact, because the Lord was about to cut us off. I don't like the path that Christians go on when they talk about God and Jesus and forgiveness and being saved. None of that shit is true. What you saved from? When a Christian say, I'm saved, what you saved from? What you saved from? What are Christians saved from? Huh? You can't sit there and convince Jesus, I did everything I did because I thought you was going to forgive me anyway. Who you telling that to on Judgment Day? How stupid you going to look? I absolutely agree with NLE Chopper.
Because if we are man made in a likeness, Jesus is our brother. You get what I'm saying? Why would I drop down and praise my brother instead of praising my father? And that goes back to honoring your parents.
I just gotta say something.
Good.
No, before you interrupt, Jonathan, shut your ass up. That goes back to honoring our parents. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh my God, Christ understands the order. He told y'all don't call him good, for no man is good but his Father. Even Jesus understands the order. So a lot of us want to put Jesus above God, or we want to say Jesus is God. That's out of order. I got 3 daughters and 2 sons. None of them will ever be me. None of them. They will always be my children. And if you want to go to the source of my children, then you'll come to me and their father. But none of my children will ever be me. And that is something that really irritates me about Christians. They lie. A lot of Christians try to make it seem like Christ was just man. That they can be a God too.
Have you read the Bible?
I read the Bible. I listen to the Bible. I receive from source straight.
I would say read it again.
Sir.
Let me ask you a question, Ray J.
Now, if Jonathan made for Team 6, no one comes to the Father except through me. John 1:1, in the beginning, there was the Word, and the Word was God. All right, cool. The issue with this is that you're talking about theology. Go ask these Jehovah's Witnesses who they would align with, and they would align with NLE Chopper, because to be quote unquote Christian is to be Christ-like.
So the definition of Christian is a follower of Christ. It's a follower of Christ. Not so much as to be Christ-like, but to follow Christ.
See, the way it's described to some is that you pray and Jesus delivers the messages to God. All right. But what he's saying is there's too much prayer towards Jesus and not to God. Now, if you believe that, then you believe that. But the thing is this. When you say stuff like that, you do realize you're not hearing. You do realize you're not trying to understand. You do realize, I'm talking about Jonathan Majors, he has a point. If that wasn't...
What was his point? Go back and read the Bible. What was his point? He didn't make a point. He was trying to be a smart ass. Y'all really be doing young people dirty that really want to learn. Or someone that really want to have an education and want to learn and get on the right track. Y'all really be doing people wrong. Dang, nigga, you talked the whole thing. I thought he was gonna address the situation. He lame. Let me go back.
Let me just finish. Let me finish.
That's not true that nobody can take away.
You listen. No, you listen too. No, you listen too. No, you listen too. But what I'm saying is, you're like, think about it. And I know your mom. I know you. Like, you manifested where you are right
yes,
now.
Sir.
So you understand that.
The grace of God.
Cool. That's what you feel.
That's what I know.
Got it.
He being so disrespectful. He being so disrespectful.
Now, do you feel like you're at that experience level to where you can tell these and give these some advice?
Do I?
Like, really?
See, this is what I'm talking about. What's wrong with a 22-year-old giving someone advice? Man. And this is why a lot of old people, their future is doomed because they feel like they can't listen.
You know what I'm saying? Do you feel like you can give Jonathan Majors some advice?
Do I feel I'm at that level?
Yeah, not successful. No, that's a good question. I'm talking about experience.
Knowledge-wise, right?
Yeah, do you feel like that?
I can only give where man is willing to receive.
That doesn't make any sense. But
Yes,
that does just answer the
Break
question.
it down.
Do you feel like your experience in the world that
Yes.
you can give Jonathan some advice?
If he's willing to receive.
That's way. I need to smoke a cigarette.
Southern, let me jump in and say this. Watch this. I want to say something to you, Jonathan, and I want to be able to give a transparent moment to be able to meet you where you are. And just to be able to know that I felt you on the deeper level of what we talked about earlier. So, y'all all know that I've gone through things with my oldest son, right? You know, did you know that?
No, sir.
Did you ever hear about this thing about my son exposing me on a tape? He recorded me, like using profanity. Did you ever hear about that?
No, sir.
Wow, okay. So there was something, I have an older son, he's 37, and I love him deeply. I love him deeply. And as a family, we have had to walk out this topic in his life since he was young. And he's amazing. He's brilliant. And I love him and I miss him. I miss my son. I miss holding and embracing my son. Well, something happened about almost 16 years ago where I had a bad emotional anxiety breakdown when we started to realize it was having issues. When this situation happened 4 years ago, I'd always struggled with anxiety, and I'd always struggled with depression. But when this happened with my son, I had to go through it publicly. And I don't even know if you know this. Well, you said you didn't know, but it was something public that I went through, King.
Yes, sir.
And then 2 years after that, this whole thing about me thinking what some guy was my dad and he wasn't my daddy. You remember this whole situation? That broke me too. Because first I didn't have a daddy. And then to find out that God allowed a man to live 10 minutes from me my whole life that was my daddy, that could have helped me out in life. And that didn't happen. Anxiety and depression got so bad for me that I couldn't pray it away. And I was embarrassed, and it made me question my faith. But I had to use medicinal help. And
a lot of people talk about how they felt bad when their dad wasn't there. I don't know why men don't understand that you are needed. And just walking away and giving a kid to the mother is the most selfish, demonic thing that a male can do. We need y'all. We need y'all. If you are a father, go see your children. Go talk to your children. Look, if they're mad at you, if your child is mad at you, go fix it. Let them vent. Let them vent. Let them talk. Let them talk. Let your child get it out. Because they've been holding it in for years anyway. I don't see why fathers don't see how their kids need them. We all need our fathers, and we all need our mothers. And when the moment that you know you are a father, your obligation is to take care of that child just like you would take care of your rent. Just like you would take care of your rent. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you guys for listening. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a lovely, lovely motherfucking night. Okay? And stay off the panel with niggas that argue with women. They're gay. Peace.